friends, and welcome back to this long anticipated self-love masterclass. I know it's been a few weeks since I've done a video for you. A lot has been going on, and I'm really excited to talk a little bit about that and to get into this week's video. So for those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Renée Mullings-Lewis. I am a self-love coach as well as a Reiki master, and here we talk about all things self-love and energy medicine. So let's get into what the last couple of weeks have been like, because I feel like for a lot of us, they've kind of been like, I'm just gonna be straight. They've kind of been a little bit like hell. So we came out of the gate in 2019 feeling like 2019 was going to be our year. This was going to be one of the best years ever. And what we faced immediately was a lot of purging, and many of us went through healing crises. So I'll share the crisis that I went through. I won't go into every single detail. I'll share a couple of things. Some of them are very visible. So one of the things that I experienced over the last couple of weeks was the most insane acne breakout that I have ever had in my entire life. Look at my face. It is covered in makeup right now, but let me just say, even at this state, it is doing a lot better. Also went through some stomach issues. Now, I know that a lot of you experienced healing crises and were going through purges like I am and like I was. What I want to just give you all a little bit of support around is how to pick yourself up after, okay? And I'll touch a little bit on like how to get through it as well, since I'm still going through mine. Now, don't worry about me, I'm going to be perfectly fine. And also what I want to say to you all is that the timing when all of this happened is totally in alignment with complete divine timing. So if you think about what the last couple of weeks have been like, they were the last weeks of winter, which are traditionally purging weeks. It's where a lot of major transitions happen, a lot of big changes happen in our lives. Like we often get, you know, big news about things like jobs or where we live, business, love, relationships. It's usually when things end and start, that sort of thing. Additionally, we went through a solar flare. If you don't know what that is, Google it, check out what all of that, you know, involves. And then we also went through Mercury retrograde, excuse me. So it just like, it's just been a crazy couple of weeks, okay? The important thing for you to remember, and this is what is going to help to get through it, is to understand that everything that happens in our life happens to serve us and not to hurt us. This is something that I talk about consistently in my videos, so it's probably not a surprise if you've been watching them for a while that I have said this. Understand that right now, what you're going through, even this acne on my face, even whatever pains I went through, whatever it is that you are confronted with, going through, and dealing with, it is attached to, in alignment with, and connected with everything that you need in order to be the person that you are meant to become by the end of 2019. Trust me on that. So let's just say now we're all starting to feel a little bit better. Spring is finally here, thank God. And so you can feel like the energy changing and yourself starting to come to life again, and things are starting to feel emotionally a bit lighter, right? You're starting to feel more settled, and this is such a good feeling. So what do we do now? The first thing, very, very, very first thing you want to do is practice this step, which is gratitude. I think by now, a lot of us, and particularly the people here watching this video, know exactly what gratitude is. But let me just say that why it's important for this step is because When you go through something, there's no guarantee that you're going to make it through. There are so many people who are going through stuff still or have been through stuff and they're still not okay as a result of it. They aren't through the fire. Some people live in the fire. If you are on the other side and you got through the fire, you want to take a look right now at the ground beneath your feet and just grab your heart and say thank you. Look up to the sky and just say, thank you, I got through this. Be grateful for what you have right now. Even if you don't have everything, if you have something, you have more than millions of people around the world. Step number 2 of this process is determine what the lesson was. Let me just say this, okay? If you have been through something like I've been through over the last couple of weeks or couple of months, or things that are much more serious, let me tell you, I'm sure there isn't just one lesson connected to that hellfire experience, but several, at least 5, okay? So what you want to do is sit down with yourself in meditation, grab a journal, a notebook, your iPad, whatever, even your phone, but grab something out and just start jotting down what you think the lessons were. What did you learn as a result of everything that you've been through and what you survived? You know, because I'm telling you, if you can really understand the purpose, the meaning, why, it will help you to be stronger. When I'm working with people on a regular basis, okay, about things like this, the people that I see struggle and suffer the most are the people who think that it's all random and they have no power, have no control. It's just bad luck. It's just life, crapping on them. Why this is so disempowering is because you end up walking through the rest of your life being cautious and fearful and skeptical. You have no freedom then. If you can understand that, yes, things are going to happen in life, but how they affect me is entirely up to me, and what I do with those things is entirely up to me, I'm telling you, that's a game changer. I've also noticed, that I've said I'm telling you, I think 60 times in this video. So I'm gonna try not to say that again. I'm just really excited to be filming. This feels so good. Which brings me to step number 3. Step number 3 is getting back in the saddle, getting back on the horse again. When you've been down for a little while, you might have mixed feelings about getting back in the saddle or getting back on the horse. There might be a part of you that's eager and you can't wait to get back to it. But then there could be a part of you that feels a little bit scared, a little bit anxious, because you're not the same person that you were before all of this happened, before the hellfire, before you learned these lessons, before you learned how to be grateful and the importance of gratitude. And there goes the windows. I apologize for the sound effects. Not anything I can do at this point, so we're just gonna try to let that go, okay? We're not gonna let us be distracted by Mother Nature right now doing this. It's all about understanding that you're getting back on the horse again. You're going to have all different kinds of feelings, but saying to yourself, you know what? I can do this. And what I say to sort of figure out where you want to start, where you want to get back on the horse with, you want to make a list of all the things that you had to stop or really slow down on. And then out of that list, pick the things that you're most passionate about, most excited about, the things that really make you feel alive and feed your heart and your soul. And then from there, look at a week, okay? So take this week, for example, and say, I'm gonna do one thing out of these 3 things to get myself back in the saddle and back on the horse. So an example for me is I said, I'm gonna get back to filming videos once a week. This is something that I absolutely love to do. It brings me so much joy, and it's just time. What is the one thing that you're going to get back to? If you want to do this as an interactive exercise, leave what you're going to get back to in the comments below. Let's support each other, okay? Once you've decided what you're going to get back to, make sure that you actually schedule the time out in your calendar so that it's most likely to happen. And if you're still feeling really nervous or worried or more overpowered with anxiety around it, speak to a coach or someone in your life that is really able to support you through that anxiety so that you get it done. The final bonus step that I want to share with you all is that you gotta give yourself time to heal. Like you all can see, I'm out here doing this video, and though I have a full face of makeup on, the acne and breakout, whatever it is still extremely visible. And though I have a great deal of confidence, I've had to deal with a lot of ignorant people and ignorant comments. And all of that is inside of my lesson and a part of my healing process, right? Understand that just because you're on the other side of the fire, or if things are starting to get better, that it doesn't necessarily mean that the lesson is just over, that it's done, and that everything is just in the past. There's still gonna be a part of it with you. But you're gonna use the lessons that you've learned to help you through the final stages of healing or whatever comes next. Friends, I just want to say, okay, if you are here, subscribe to this channel. Also, if you're not subscribed, why aren't you? I definitely think that you ought to, especially if you love videos like this and talking about self-love and energy. But if you are subscribed to this channel and you are also watching these videos, then it really tells me something about you. It tells me that you are someone that understands that you are a co-creator with the universe, and that you are always looking for ways to develop yourself so that you can take charge of your life and live your best life possible. And that is not something that most people are interested in or do at all, okay? It's not that other people are not strong or that they're, you know, lazy or anything like that. It's that it takes a lot of courage and personal responsibility to get to the place that you watching this video are at right now. So I really acknowledge you for who you are, and I thank you for your time and your energy and for being in the game and on this self-love journey with me. All right, my friends, so that's it for this video. If it has been helpful for you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know. That helps me to see if you like more videos on this subject matter. And also don't forget to share it with your friends and your family if I didn't say that already. If I did, then I guess I needed to say it twice. And until we see each other next time, don't you forget that we are in this together.